Okay, grade 8s. This is the first assignment that I gave you. It's about using models to multiply integers. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you what these examples mean. Okay, as far as modeling it on a number line, and if you remember in class, if you saw this in class, we actually use a stick model for this, and this other model over here is called the bank model. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain how this all happens, what this means, and especially here where the modeling is about withdrawing or taking out. But first, I think we need just a little quick review about how to do this question over here. As you can recall, when you first were shown how to do multiplication, it really is just repeated addition. So for example, if you were counting twos, okay, as in, 2, 4, 6, 8, and in this case you're really just adding twos, you're adding up twos at a time. So to translate this repeated addition of twos, for example, this is just simply 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, and you have 4 of them, so really what this translates to is 4 times 2, which, if you add them all up, or actually equals to 8. Well, that's all they're really trying to get you to do in this question. It says write the repeated addition into a multiplication. Well, if you have negative 2 plus negative 2 plus negative 2 plus negative 2 plus negative 2, that really, in multiplication, just translates to 5 of negative 2's, okay? And you don't have to put the answer here, but if you do, what does that end up being? How many negative 2's do you have? You have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 negative 2's, so that's equal to negative 10. Again, but this part here in this first section, the answer is optional. Okay, so hope that hammers that home. In this case, how many positive 11's do you have? You have 3 of them, so this translates to 3 times positive 11. Okay, so now back to this modeling. Okay, so they want you to model 4 times negative 3 on a number line. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to take that example and then redo that here in the back. So the first thing, actually, it should read as positive 4 times negative 3, not just 4 times negative 3, because if we're dealing with integers here, there should be a positive 4 there. So how do you model this on a number line? Well, first of all, you have to understand that this first number, whatever sign it has on it, okay, depending on the stick model that we have. So let's say, let's draw a number line here. Okay, so here's our number line. I'm not going to yet write out the numbers because it's going to take a little bit too long. But what you got to understand from this first example is looking at this first number. We're going to start with our stick man. This first number, if it's a positive, is actually telling you which way this stick guy is facing. So in this case, he is facing the positive because this is the positive side of the number line, and these are the negative sides of the number line. Okay? So he's facing that way, and we're going to draw his arms. Okay? So I'm going to write that here. So we also did that over here when we were in class. This first number, positive 4, means face the positives. Okay? And so that's what we're going to write over here as well. This first number, if this is positive, it's a positive, means face the positive direction. And so here he is. He is facing the positive side, but this second number if this is a negative, this means hop backwards. Okay? So that's what you got to remember when you're modeling these on number line. So here he is. If we're going to make him hop 3 steps at a time, we're going to make him go 4 times. Okay? So 3 steps at a time is backwards. 1, 2, 3. That's -3. And we're going to do this 3 more times because we need to do it 4. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Here he is. It's -6. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 times. And 1, 2, 3. So we hopped backwards 3 steps at a time 4 times. Okay, so where does he end up? He ends up at -12. And that's really our answer to +4 times -3. Okay, so let's just try to hammer this home so that let's try another example here. How about we try -4 times -3. Okay, again, we start at 0. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. We start at 0. We draw our stick guy. Now we got to figure out which way he's facing. Okay, so according to this example this time, this negative means he needs to face the negative direction. Well, where's the negatives? The negatives are on this side. So his arms are going to be here and he's going to be facing that way. Okay, but notice that this number still also asks him to hop backwards. Well, he's going to hop backwards. That means he's going to go in this direction if he's going to hop backwards. So let's see if we can do that. He's going to hop backwards 3 steps at a time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We do this 4 times because that's how many times you want him to hop backwards. 1, 2, 3. And where does he end up? This is negative. This is +3, +6, +9, +12. So the answer to this one is equal to +12. Okay? So hope this part of the video helps with that. Now I'm going to show you what the bank model means. And I'm going to explain what all this means. Okay? So the bank model really is, it's talking about putting something in, depositing something in, or taking something out. So right away I'm going to tell you that when you're looking at this first number, if this is a positive, this positive number means put in or deposit. Okay? If it's a negative, well, we'll get to that later, but that example later. If it's a negative, this means withdraw or take out. Withdraw. Okay? So that's what I'm going to demonstrate in the next modeling. So I'm going to, this is the back page, we have +2 times -3. Okay? So again, this number means deposit or put in. So when it's a positive, it's pretty simple. Okay? Here's our bank, and it wants us to put 3 negatives in there. Two times. Well, here it is. I put in 3 negatives in there twice. So What is this equal to? This is equal to 6 negatives. Okay? The tougher one, the more challenging one, is if we have to withdraw. So, let's say we use a second example, which is -2 times -3. Okay, so here's our next example. Okay, so we're going to figure out what this means. But take note that when this is a negative, it means a take out or withdraw. Okay, so this jar bank, here it is. Now it wants me to take out 3 negative tiles 2 times. The problem here is I don't even have anything in here to take out. So, if you all agreed with me in class, what we have to do first is put 0 pairs in here, because if you put 0 into something, you don't really change its value. It's still nothing. So in class, I think I asked you to agree with me, or if you agree with me, that this is still equal to 0. So I haven't changed anything. There's still technically nothing in here, because these add up to 0. So does this. So when you're withdrawing, you really have to show 0 pairs first, okay? And you start by really drawing 3 negatives, and then you show the 0 pair by adding in these opposite tiles, okay? But look, now we do have 3 negatives that we can take out. There's one here and one here. Take that out, and that's what withdrawing from a bank means. So after you take those out, what are you left with? Well, you have 6 positives in here. Okay? So I hope this video helps. You can rewind it, pause it, you can watch the demonstrations and the videos that I've shown. Again, if you need another example, bring it up in class and I'll explain it all again. Okay? So good luck with this assignment, and we'll see you in class. Bye-bye.